What's going on, guys? It's us here, and into this video we are going to learn how to carry hard on AD carry. The wave management, macro and rotation can still show you how you can also climb and carry very hard on AD carry. If this is the first time on my channel, my name is Bizais and I will post on this channel videos that will make you better in League of Legends. So if you want to make sure 100% you don't miss out anything that's gonna happen on this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell plus like right now. I'm also a coach and I already helped 3,150 people to get better and improve. As you can see right here, I got people from bronze to platinum, from platinum to grandmaster, from bronze to diamond. This guy, for example, he got from gold to master tier with my coaching. If you also want some free coaching for a limited amount of time, I give free OPGG reviews on my stream. All what you have to do is go on my stream, twitch.tv, besides lol, and follow the stream, say hi. I will see you in the
get coaching until I'm like diamond or master level ADC, and then maybe I can get to gold on this account. Maybe. I think the only way I can get out of silver is to be at least a diamond level player on this account.
Okay, but what about another account? So you think on other accounts it's...
Yeah, I mean, on my other account I got gold 4 within like a month, within a couple weeks. So yes, I think that if I don't ever play against silvers, I will not be silver. Like if you gave me a gold 1 account, I'd be gold 1. I mean, like I just feel like you can give me any account below diamond and I'd be perfectly fine in it. You know, that's what it is.
Okay.
And when I played with like the gold account, I had like an over 50% win rate, and like the games were so much easier than in silver. Like I know people say, "Oh, the games get harder as you climb." I don't think so. I honestly think that these silver 3 games are much more difficult than the gold 3, gold 2 games I was playing.
Can you also give me that account?
Yeah, it was. I think I sent you that screenshot. It's that one. Psycho SB. Yeah, so I lost like 4. Yeah, I lost like 4 in a row, and then my other account got unbanned. But even when I lost these 4 in a row, it was like I was the best player again. 2 out of 4. It's the same. Like I still run into where I can't like carry just god awful teammates all the time.
Okay.
But you run into it a lot less in gold 4 and up. Like people know how to actually pilot their champions, and the game isn't a coin flip between who gets like the bronze 1 or the bronze 2 player, because Riot doesn't know how to do matchmaking, or like someone who doesn't even know how to like basically pilot their champion or click on a keyboard, or, you know, click on a mouse or a keyboard. Some of the people I play with on that main account, I don't believe that they could actually be humans. They're just that bad. Like they just don't have a brain, I don't think.
What do you think we should do today? Do you think we should review some games that you played? Maybe the 15 games, 17 games, see what you did wrong? Should we do like live game? What do you think is working better for you?
I have my new computer now, so I could do a live game. I guess the question is, what do you think is going to be more helpful? Like, if you're worried about me playing bad during a live game, I'll play just fine.
Yeah, I think maybe we can do both, like start with a VOD review and then also do a live.
Okay.
That would be very helpful for you. Which from the games you think you have right here are like the best?
Where I played the best, or where you think it'd be the best to look at?
The best to look at, yes.
So, I guess the 17 and 8 game felt completely helpless. Like I kind of won lane there. The 17 and 8 game I kind of won lane, and I felt like I should have won that game, and then I didn't. The 2 and 7 game is like typical silver. If you want to see what a typical silver game is, where I'm 2 and 7 right after that, where my Lux support takes all of my farm, because there was one play that didn't go right, so now they take my farm for the rest of the game, and I just can't play. Because I don't get any farm whatsoever, and then it's completely coin flip on the rest of my team.
Okay.
What happened in the 5 and 8 game? The 5 and 8 game was the first time ever Morgana doesn't play support, just not playing the game. Same with that 2 and 7 with the Lux, I think just wasn't playing the game. I mean, it's just 2 and 7 with the Melio. I hate Melio. I think he's the worst support in the game in low elo, and I'm pretty sure that the Jinx was a smurf. Yeah, it's up to you. Don't look at the 7 and 13 game. I like my computer, like my power went out that game. So
okay. So, and let's look first. Maybe I downloaded like this 17-8 game. Maybe you can look at this first.
Sure.
Then we can go from there. Okay. Let me see. So you're saying that it's easier to climb on other accounts, right?
easy to climb on other accounts because I'm never playing on against silver players on the other accounts.
Okay, and so why don't you just give up this account then?
Because I like it's my main. If I haven't, if okay, so if I can't climb on this account in my mind, I haven't actually gotten any better at League. Then I've gotten worse, or I stayed the same. And all that's happened is I was right in that Elo hell is real, and that getting out of silver is all luck based.
Okay,
So
okay.
I if I got better, if this game is not luck based, which everyone says it's not, I should have no problem climbing out of silver 3.
So what does progress mean for you? So you're saying that you haven't made any improvements. So how do you
Yes.
see the improvement? What does need to happen for you to feel that you're improving?
I either have to win games. It's really going to come down to winning games because I don't feel like I am particularly changing my game style or have like some goal where I can look at a loss or something and understand what I did wrong to lose. I guess that would make me feel better. So I'm like working on something. Right now, I'm just grinding out a million games. I don't really have anything to improve on. And sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. Again, that Lux, that should have been a kill. Lux doesn't know how to place a ward, so it doesn't get a kill. I still get it anyway. So I pretty much hard carried the whole beginning of this game. But because my team does not know how to play, I lose.
Okay.
Like if you go back to those first 2 kills, like that was 100% me just solo winning that 2v3 in the beginning of the game. And the Lux is painful. I mean, she just like they go straight in her face, they stare at her, she stares at them, and like nothing happens. And I am trying to play this game, but the Lux is just does not want to play. Doesn't know how to pilot a character. Probably.
Okay.
So this is the sort of thing where I'm clearly the best player in this game, in this lobby, but I just got stuck with 3 non-humans, 4 non-humans.
Okay.
And then you can maybe argue I should dodge this game because we have Varus mid, but like, this is every game in Silver I get a troll pick.
Yeah, I think you will have these picks. You will have this pick. Like you have to basically learn how to carry with them. And if he's not like running it down, which it doesn't feel like he is, he's actually hard stomping Yasuo. I think it should be okay, unless he's like inting it. Yeah, okay. I see. What about the mistakes that we identified last time? So let's see. Do you remember what it was?
It was like macro and I think just like general like trading aggression in lane, which I think I'm much better at that. I mean, it feels like I'm killing them.
Okay. Wave management, knowing when to fast push and slow push. This is pretty big. Macro rotations, grouping too early without enough items. We rotated all the way up to Herald when we had 1 item and we could have easily taken bot tower. Okay. Draft management, picking Kai'Sa with a non-engaged support. Okay. In terms of your pool, you still wanna one trick pony Kai'Sa, right?
I mean, yeah, I occasionally will play like Misfortune, but when I was climbing on that other account, I was playing like 90% of the games as Kai'Sa, and it just feels good. Especially now she's gotten like some buffs to the item changes. She feels, the on-hit Kai'Sa hybrid feels pretty strong.
Yeah. Okay, I see. I think this is a good game to take a look at. Tell me more about this game. What happened this game?
We get a lead, and I try to push the lead, but the Lux just doesn't know how to pilot the champion. So what should just be, anytime they walk up, they should just be dead. Turns into, I just get baited by the Lux, and yeah, I go in and get like a 1-for-1 kill or something. But the Lux is like running away at full HP and still has like doesn't use abilities, doesn't understand what her E does. She thinks she's like a catch champ with her Q. Doesn't understand how to poke in lane. I typed this. I just use your E on repeat. And we still had a huge lead. I think we won the game. I think we lost the game with a gold lead, but my team doesn't understand like how to do objectives or do anything. So they just run around in a circle until the enemy team just wins.
I see. Okay.
And like I'm trying to play as aggressive as possible because I know this team is not going to win this game. Like I need to just win everything like 1v4 basically. Like they're just like running at our face and our team is just not awake. Like I just don't have a team. The amount of times that they like walk in front of the Amumu or the Lux, like just walk straight in front of them and nothing happens because like I don't know if they don't have quick cast set up or like what if they have to like physically touch the mouse. I don't really know what's going on, but they just like refuse to use abilities. The amount of times that Amumu dies with like his ult up or Lux dies with her ult or not using E or Q is ridiculous. Same with Varus. So it's just like they don't know how to pilot their champions and the enemy team does. Even though they're down on gold, it doesn't matter how much gold is in the game. They just have better players. So if the game goes on long enough, they'll win just because my players will just be so bad in fights it just doesn't matter. Like we're up 3k gold, but it feels like right now we're down about 10k. Like it does not feel like we're winning this game.
I see. So you're saying that
as AD carry, like if I was like a Darius and it was 13-4, I could just, right click into their team and win the whole game for our whole team. But because of AD carry, I have like no agency and can't really win fights because I need a team to kind of frontline for me.
So why don't you play something that doesn't really require your team to do anything?
There's no AD carries like that. I mean, I've been like, what? Who?
Caitlyn?
Yeah, I'd have to learn Caitlyn. So now I'd spend like 300 games learning Caitlyn, which then I'll never know if I'm improving or just trying to learn Caitlyn. So I'm kind of stuck with Kai'Sa. When I picked up Kai'Sa, I heard Kai'Sa was like a 1v9 hyper carry, so that's kind of why I picked her.
Yeah, but who said that?
Like online and tier lists and stuff like that.
Like, was it someone that is challenger on AD carry at least?
I don't know. It was some. I think I don't exactly remember who. I mean, this was at the beginning of the season.
Because there is something if you challenger AD carry and you say Kai'Sa is 1v9, and there is something if you're like Nice and you're saying Kai'Sa is 1v9 champion.
No, it's not Nice. Yeah.
But also there is something if you're saying Kai'Sa is 1v9 and you're specifying for master, challenger, grandmaster compared to Kai'Sa is 1v9, but there is no context because Caitlyn is also 1v9. But unless you're playing grandmaster, she's not so 1v9 at all. So this is why you have to be very careful who you listen to and like who you take your information from. But let's go for this game. Let's see what happens. In terms of the build, this is not. So do you go any other build ever?
Right now, this seems to be the only really meta build. Like there's crit, but this on-hit hybrid seems to be with the new patch the only build for Kai'Sa at the moment.
Okay.
Or just like maybe I shouldn't say only build, but it's like so good. I know like when it was crit Kai'Sa last patch, like you would have to determine if like, oh, do they have a bunch of tanks? Maybe you need to go on hit, or you can go like lethality. It seems like this new hybrid just kind of covers everything. It shreds tanks, it kills squishies, it gets your QW and E evolve. So it seems like it's kind of just like every game is good. I guess you could like change up the survivability items like 4 and 5, but I think the first 3 are pretty core.
Okay, I see. Yeah, there are definitely many things here. Okay, good. Tell me a little bit more how this game should go in the laney phase. And so, first of all, you're saying something that if they woke up and Lux knows how to play the game, they instantly die. Tell me more about that, and why do you think that should be the case?
Well, I had 3 kills and was up like 2 items. It's not every game that's the case, but in this game, yeah, they should just be dead. We were so far ahead. We were like 8 kills up in the lane. So as soon as they walk up, she should E and either poke them down to half health or hit them with a Q or something. And Jhin should not be able to survive in like a long drawn out fight. Like, this is just a terrible state for Jhin to be in. Like he's all about like these short bursty trades, but now when we're better at the short bursty trades and the long trades because I have an item advantage, they just shouldn't be able to play the game. In like the lane, like if this didn't go where I got 2 kills like off the bat, the lane would go Lux tries to poke and land a Q, and then I try not to take damage for like trades. It should be like poke and catch because they have sustain with Sona. So anytime I can poke with like a W, or she can poke with her E,
True.
would be very valuable. Until like, and then if Sona runs out of mana, or if we can do more damage than Sona can sustain,
How can
then
they
we kind of
trade?
win. Sona empower Q and Jin force shot, or like Q.
Okay. So, what do you think about Kaisa against Jin, early one? Who's stronger?
Jin should be if they
True.
play it right.
True, because he has his Q and it's gonna be easy for him to outtrade you. So,
Yeah.
usually level 1, you can do two things. One, you can zone them and poke them, or two, you can just play for level 2. So what do you think is the case in this case? Considering Kaisa Jin Lux with Kaisa.
Yeah, we're playing for 2.
We're playing for true. Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe you can zone if you have a Lux and they have like Alistar. In that case, you can zone. You don't need level 2, but you want to play for level 2. So we're going to talk about that in a bit. So here you woke up, try to help her. Be very careful, because in these kind of situations, I see you're super ultra confident here. They can just engage on you if they want it. Be very careful with these things.
Jin started W and kind of missed, so I felt much more confident here. Like, the fact that they're just ignoring me, I think I win. I kind of started to back off at first.
Yeah.
I think if they didn't play this absolutely terrible, everyone just walks away, but they just played it like silver players.
Yeah, I think you should be very careful when you're in these kind of situations. No one is really realistically around, and you don't know if there are 5 people or 3 people. So here you are super confident, so you backed off and then you woke up again, but all of a sudden 2 people can appear from here and they can just flash on you. In this case, Sona, no CC, W of Jin was used, Tornado is kind of no CC, Vi Q, Vi is not here, so they only have Vi Q, so maybe not in this case, but be very careful, because this one, look at this. Like any turn back could be like, if they had exhaust, they would have exhausted you and tried to turn on you. And even if you get 1 for 1, it's like iffy. It's like if you get exhausted. Look at Vi, because Vi was doing, I don't know why she was scared here. Look at her. You're literally 1v4 here. And Varus doesn't really have too much damage. Amumu is in base, this guy. So be very careful when you do this kind of thing. You're strong level 1 if you can proc your passive. I would personally go this aggressive though. Then you recall, which is good. Then you go for this shard. Personally, I've been playing AD carry and I like to go triple longsword for the extra damage. Do you like this?
I was testing it out. It's nice that it gives you the little extra magic damage and the attack speed, like the movement speed after the attack. I also thought about going like call and like longsword here, I think, or like call and something, but it was like an awkward amount of gold. So I could see, like, I guess I didn't think of triple longsword. This was like the.
Be careful with the call, because call is good if you play like a scaler, like Jinx, and you have ghost. But if you play Kaisa, you usually want to end the game pretty early. So be very careful with that.
I typically don't go call. Yeah.
Okay.
I think usually the only time I go call is like if I have an awkward recall timer and I have like exactly 450 gold, like under 4 minutes, like something like that.
Okay, so you go in the lane, you don't really hit the minions, which is very good in this specific case because Lux wasn't in the lane. And then you try to Q. Let's see if Q was actually needed here. So let's see if you needed a Q or if you just force yourself. Yeah, you see this? You didn't need to Q this. Like, you could have just looked to auto attack, and after the W of the Jin, you can walk up right here and go for a trade. Because Jin with Q compared to Jin with W, a lot weaker level 1. Yes.
Yeah, Jin with W is nothing. Yeah.
Jin level 1 is very strong with Q, but with W he's like iffy. So be very careful when you're using your Q. Like, okay, you can sometimes use your Q if you're about to miss all of the minions and they're like 1 HP, all of them, and then you Q to last it. But usually, if the minions are like, look at this. You Q'd when the minions are this HP. I mean, you don't need Q here. You can just literally wait a little bit, auto attack this one, and then if Jin walks up right here, you can walk up right here, Q, and you Q Jin, and get the minion at the same time. So I would avoid the early one to waste my abilities on the wave if it's not fully necessary. So then you walk up. So for what did you say that you have to play, man? For level 2 or for zoning? So what should you be doing right now?
Autoing, but I can't auto too quick, right? Because then I'll get this wave push in awkward position.
True. So what should you do right now?
Well, I I looked to trade here because I think if I keep hitting the minions, I'll push too hard, and I
Okay.
know he's gonna try to last hit here. So I said, let me try to
Okay.
trade.
So you walked up a little bit, and then here, what should you do right here?
Now I back off because he's got 4-shot now. So
But you still got poked. You see this? And then now, what should you be doing right now?
autoing the wave.
Right. And you see what you're doing right here? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is big thing. Only this thing shows me that you're not platinum player. Only these things. Because your plan was to get level 2 advantage. If you play for zoning, I mean, you can play for zoning, but not against Jhin and Sona. So you see, already we don't have the right strategy, the right mindset going up in this lane. Just trading, true, but Jhin, level 1, he's... And even here, you're even forcing more. You see this? Okay, it was a decent trade because you have the shard. But just as a rule of thumb, look at this. Now the poor Lux. Okay, so the guy... Let's see. Do you have sums here? Good. That's fine. So level 1 is a bit iffy with the tactic here. Like what you wanted to do and what you did. Then you push. This Q is good because now you want to get level 2. So killing the minions a bit faster will help. That Q was good. The first Q was not good. And then let's see what you're gonna do. Jhin uses the Q. You walk up. You Q, you auto attack. Good W. Good attack on Sona. Okay, and then you try to kill her. Doesn't really work out. Okay, good. So right now, what do you want to do here?
Crash.
Crash the wave and then?
Recall.
Perfect. What's the alternative?
I guess just straight up back here because I think the wave is technically slow pushing to us.
Okay, how do you know that?
Because they have more minions and it's on their side of the map.
So how do you decide if you can recall here or if it's just better to push?
It's probably it's iffy. I mean, it depends on the wave clear. I think Lux E and my Q can probably get this.
True.
But the cannon wave does make it a little iffy.
True. So you have three things that you decide if you should. So you have two options: push the wave, recall, or recall either ways. Option like. The first variable that should decide this is your wave clear. Well, first of all, the first variable is your HP. Like if you don't have enough HP and you're gonna risk dying against Vi, you always recall here. So your HP and the Lux HP. Variable number 2 is the wave clear. Variable number 3 is your gold. Am I going to get something additional with the items if I push this wave? So in terms of the HP, you're kinda low, but if Vi comes right now, it's probably outplayable because you have one potion running and you're low, but you're not that low. Usually pushing is always better. Usually pushing is always better before recalling, but now you have 630 gold. So what do you think, considering that, what do you think is best decision here?
Looking back on it, it's probably to recall, but
so if you push
I
this
tried
wave,
to push.
What
Yeah,
can
I tried
happen
to
here?
push.
What can happen here?
I either don't get it. If I get it really quick, I can recall and I should be fine.
Okay.
Maybe I have to waste. I have to run away from Vi and my recall gets delayed or something. But I don't think he can push that hard. I don't think Jhin can push that hard.
Do you think you can die here by pushing?
Yeah, it'd be close.
Could
Probably.
be close. With Lux here, I think it's doable. So it's not like if you're this HP, I would recall instantly, not even think about it because you don't have. But with this HP, I think Vi shouldn't be that big of a threat. But the thing is, you have to think about your gold, 630. So what is your buy here?
Longsword and dagger.
Yes. So if you push this wave, what extra items are you gonna get here?
I guess I get a longsword instead of longsword dagger, but that's not much. That's not much difference, right?
It's not really much difference, but for Kai'Sa, like going dagger is kind of useless. I mean, it helps, but you have little tempo, and getting a bit more AD actually helps a lot with the Q. So majority of the cases, like here, I think it's decent to push. Yes, you can recall as well, but it's not bad that you should push. Yes, if you are very, very low HP and you know wave is coming into you and you don't know where is Vi, I would recall. Yes, if you already have double longsword and you know that by pushing this next wave, you're not really getting any additional item, yes, I would recall. In this case, you know, you need the gold, you're not that low, and you also have decent wave clear. Like, it's not that bad that you pushed, but you should be cognizant of like the alternatives here. Let's see what you're gonna do. I don't like that you're not pinging, pushing, because the poor guy, like, I wouldn't really focus on my support. Like, she can do whatever she wants to do, and I will try to like hover her and hover her place, but not really control her. But in this case, I would ping like maybe 1-2 times assistance, and if she helps, like the ping push.
Yeah.
Because now look at this. What's trying to do, bro?
Yeah, she's kind of lost right now.
She's a bit low, so it would have been helpful to help. Then you just recoil into the second brush.
They get a decent like stop and fast enough.
I see.
They're not actually gonna freeze. But I was kind of stuck. I couldn't have stayed.
Okay, they do have a little bit of a good wave, but then they fucked it up because they queued. Okay.
Yeah.
We come back in the lane. I like the refillable potion. Wave is coming into you. Let's see what you're gonna do here. Staying pretty close to the Lux. Here you're trying to hit this minion, and then you freeze. I wouldn't really kill that minion because 4 minions is beneficial if you wanna freeze or like in general. I'm not that concerned with this kind of things. Okay, now you play safe. Let's see. She tries to poke, doesn't work out. Normally, as you can see, your positioning is a bit iffy. If she pokes like this or if she goes with Q like this, I would never stay here or here. Unless you play like Ezreal or like Caitlyn, in which case you can Q from here. Personally, I would stay here. In case she goes like this, you can E in like this. So I would stay a bit closer to my support. Because now, no matter what she does, if she's inting and she gets engaged, you need to approach it from here.
But which is right in the middle of the wave.
Exactly.
Which is not great.
So I will just go here. In case she does something stupid, I will just be around. So be very careful with the left positioning. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. You try to follow. It was good good attempt, but the initial positioning was iffy. Good W, good exhaust, good mechanics, but they had heal advantage right here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Did you proc a potion here? Let's see. Good auto attack. Good auto attack. Then he walks up your W. Good. Very good. Okay, so you forgot about the potion the whole time, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, you're actually not using it at all. And not even biscuit, I see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, got a kill. So what do we have there? So a bit of wave management. Knowing when to recall without pushing. What do we do at level 1? Do we play for zoning? Do we play for level 2? Those are like the main things. And then triple longswords, but that we're gonna learn. Because it's a new meta right now with the item, so.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Slow pushing. Now you're looking to fast push this wave. Good. Don't like that you didn't really ping Lux to push with you. Again, she's not really doing the right thing, as you can see. Again, I wouldn't like... The difference between telling her, like typing to her, use your E of cooldown, bro, or like compared to just pinging her to do something. Pinging is usually simpler, it takes less time, and it's most likely gonna be followed more. So I wouldn't tell her what to do in typing, in writing. I would more like try to ping her to do the right thing, and if she doesn't do it, she doesn't do it. But I wouldn't take my attention from the game to like type something to her. So in these kind of situations, again, I'm not saying ping her, change her decision making, no, but try to let her know what you're doing. Like here, push. I'll ping the push ping 2 times, just 2, not 6, not 7, not 10, no flame, no, because she's gonna get annoyed and she's gonna mute. But I would ping, because look at like same thing.
It's a dance still.
It will be very helpful. I think you can crush it in time here. If she just like 2 auto attack, 3 auto attacks by Lux.
Yeah, anything, yeah.
So it can save her with the ping. But overall here you have very good positioning. Beautiful mechanics so far with the W. You traded 1 for 1, which is not the end of the world at all. Let's see what you're gonna do.
Good, actually. I was very happy with that because, like, well, I guess I would be happier if our Mumu was like not in jungle. I greeted for this.
But let's see what he does here. Does he flash on you?
Yeah,
So you try to get this minion, but they don't really have any CC.
I thought I was out of the range because I should have just went up a little bit.
I see. Okay, well, it's flash for flash. It's not that bad. You try to greed a bit. I mean, it's the only CC they have is Jin W, so you would think that it's pretty hard to get it. So you try to walk up at max range. I'm not really concerned with that. Wave is coming into you. Okay, what is this?
He just kind of walks into me.
Beautiful. Okay, do you know how much gold you need for the item?
I think it's 1600 for Storm Razor with Noon Quiver and Shard. Because it's like 1,000 once
Yeah.
you have, maybe it's only 1,000. Is it
So you
16?
kill
I
them.
can't remember.
Let's see. So you kill them, so you push. This is very good. And after you pushed, here you have two options. Option number one, recall, because you have 1500 gold. Option number two, stay on Drake. Did you ping the Drake?
I think I might have. Yeah, someone pinged it. Maybe Moo pinged it, but I don't think it's a bad time to do the Drake, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we lose a little bit of tempo, but I mean, we know this is kind of free. I guess as free as possible.
Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, personally, I wouldn't really... If you pinged it, I wouldn't really ping it. Like, personally, I would just push. I would just recall, and if I see he's starting the Drake, I would consider moving. I wouldn't really move preemptively. Because again, as I said, sometimes you're gonna get trolled by your jungle. He's gonna go mid. And you're gonna be like here at the Drake starring a Drake. So I wouldn't really make the initiation of the Drake myself, and only I would consider only moving if he started the Drake. In this specific situation, again, it's not bad, because you... I think that's a decent call, and I hope you're gonna recall here. Gonna lose a little bit of farm on bot lane. You do have your known quiver, I mean Storm Razor. Very good wave management here, better than the last time. You're freezing when Inamumu is top lane and you're playing weak side right now, so fighting wouldn't really be the best thing in the world. Yeah, okay, I see, so we're fighting here. A bit coin flip though. Because enemy jungle, technically if this is challenger, you always lose the game for this. If this is diamond, you always die. I don't know what Vi does, but usually when you have the freeze right here, and Inamumu is top lane, and he does Herald, you can always play safe bot, because you know Vi, if she's smart, she's always gonna gank bot. So be very careful when in this situation.
The only reason I really go in is because I'm level 6 and like someone uses he uses 4 shot and he gets bound, so I was like, okay, and he uses a W, so I can cleanse, so I'm like, all right, this should be, and I'm an item up. I missed a W. The W probably lost us this fight. Like in hindsight, I should have like alt W'd and he would have been like dead in a second, and I probably have like a lot more HP.
Yeah, it is kind of obvious that he's gonna come. Yeah, be very careful, because this is again coin flip. Same thing like with this one when you went 1v4. Same thing right here. I think in a good elo or in another game, you might have a game where you have lots of deaths. Lots of deaths. So right now you're having 5.2 deaths per game, which is medium, is not high, but it's not low. 5 deaths per game is not low on average. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. So you auto attack. Okay, so you did not respect the enemy jungle. We even saw her right here. We even saw her, and Amumu is top lane. So this call is not really the best in my opinion. I would also exhaust like now. I would exhaust now. Because if you exhaust now and she's slowed, maybe you don't need to ulti. Or you can ulti behind him and he has no counterplay. Because here, look at this, you could have exhausted. You ult and then exhaust. Could have exhausted right away there. Okay. And then we died. Did you forget about the potion or not? I think this is the first time when you don't forget about the potion. Let's see. Actually, when do you use the potion?
I think I use it after I kill Jin.
Oh, but that's very late. Like, you should use it now. If you're planning to fight really hard, you should... Like, right here. I should use potion. Potion. Yeah. So you're using potion right... Ooh. Oh Holy. Now, yeah, but
Yeah.
the memory potion is overtime
Yeah.
potion, right? It's not like instant, so. I honestly think that maybe you could have killed Sona here. If you get potion like a clean, you get 2 more auto attacks. A crit, who knows? I think maybe you might have.
Yeah, I might have.
Interesting, interesting. Interesting. Then you go lane. Sure. Then we just kill this guy. Okay, then you push. Vi stop. You push more. Good. And after you push more, you stay here to get the plate. And then
Is
here.
it jungle? Yeah.
I see.
Frustrating there.
I see. Okay, this is a mistake. So, beautiful kill here. Very good played. What should we do after we kill him?
Push.
Obviously. We push. Okay. We push. What is the purpose of pushing?
To deny him minions and maybe get a plate off of this.
True. How do we decide between getting the plate, getting the wave, getting the plate and the wave? Like, how do you decide the next decision making?
Do I see the jungle?
Okay, yeah, you see it's her top lane. Okay.
Yeah, so then I say I can at least get one plate here.
Okay, but what if Jin is around here?
Well, Jin's dead right now.
Perfect. So you're pushing.
Yeah, Jin's dead right now, yeah.
You're
So,
pushing. That's good. Okay, Jin respawned. You stay for the plate. So Jin respawned. So he's around this angle, right? Good. So you stay for the plate here, especially it's a little plate, like it's half HP and you have Stormrazor. You take it. What after? What should we do after?
I probably should back here, but
Why?
I
Why?
was like, well, because the Jin can be back, and I know the Sona can like ult me under tower, and bad things can happen.
And what if bad things don't happen and you push the wave and then you try to recall? What is the other thing that can happen there?
The wave meets, well, they can fast push, I guess, and I can miss the wave.
Right, right. So this is big because now look at this. You're doing this and now this happens and you can say, okay, but I didn't die. Yeah, but you're gonna lose plate and then you're gonna lose wave and then, okay, you got a plate and you gave a plate. So it's not like any trade. So be very careful with this. Beautiful kill, but after you kill, you have to pay attention to the death timer of the Jin. Usually you can get the plate and recall or wave and recall. Plate, so wave, plate, and then another wave is usually fine only if like he has a 20 seconds death timer, or if after you're pushing right now he's still dead or stuff like that. But right here, after you push the wave, you take the plate and you push another wave, it's a bit coin flippy. And of course, Sona,
Everything. Yeah,
like Sona didn't really ulti at all. So
yeah,
and she even had flash. Wow. So you see, like Lux is not good, but it just doesn't feel like Sona is any special alien challenger player.
No. I don't think she is. I think Jin's terrible, and I think Sona's terrible, and I think the Yasuo is not good, but our Amumu and our Mordekaiser and Lux are worse, and so we got 3 bad ones versus 2 bad ones. So
yeah, but if you're better than Jin, you're gonna be like, okay, I have 3 bad teammates, they have 2 bad teammates, but they have me. My team has me. So if
but they have a Vi and a Gwen, so I just kind of like, and I'm 80 carry, so like Vi just hits like R, and I'm dead.
True, but what if you have really good positioning and you like keep your flash, so you make sure Vi is in the tower or something? Because you see, like, it's not an excuse that they have Vi. There are challenger players that are rank 1 on AD carry, and they still play against Vi, they still play against Wukong. And the AD carry that is challenger that plays rank 1 plays against Kanavi jungle or Agurin or challenger jungler. So they could also say, okay, but they have Vi. Yeah, but if you have faker positioning, maybe the fact that they have Vi is not that concerning.
But then I've always wondered about that, because I've heard like, oh, like the same thing with like Malphite ult, like always just like back up.
You should just get
don't you not do damage then, and then like
Yeah.
doesn't my team just lose anyway?
Well, it depends. It depends. Like, it depends what AD carry you're playing. Because if you're playing Kai'Sa, yeah, you're not doing damage unless you see Malphite ulti, in which case you can engage. Or if a Mumu goes for a, like, if your setup goes for like an ultimate or something, you can also do that and then flash Malphite ulti. But you can do so many things. You can buy stopwatch. You can wait your flash. You can get Gale Force. You can do a lot of things. There is counterplay. Okay, you take this. Good. Then you pushed. Then you just take this. Good. Vi is here. You push another one. Is the fact that you push another one good? Here they are both dead. This is very, very good. And then you decide to push another one when they just respawn. So in this specific situation, the fact that you greed a bit for the wave is good. Because in this
I even kind of pop in a little bit because I really want Vi to like ult on me. I feel so strong right now. Like I think if Vi ults on me, I exhaust. I have flash.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I just kill her.
You also have flag. So let's see.
Yeah.
And then here you kept staying. I see.
For that reason, I kind of wanted them to try to do something.
I see. So, still coin flip. Like, this is beautiful play. Beautiful. And then you push. And then you also stay for plates because they're both dead. And then since they just respawned, you're pushing one more wave. But what should you be doing right now, right here?
I guess buying an item, but
because the thing is, you're just saying that, okay, but I know that if she goes on me, I exhaust and I kill her. Yeah, but if she has a brain, she doesn't go on you, and then Jhin comes here, Vi doesn't go on you, Jhin stops your recall, and good luck, have fun. You have 1.6k gold and you didn't recall.
Yeah.
So you're relying on a player that is bad to be bad. But maybe he has one moment when he's not bad and he doesn't ult you, and you just greed. So here it feels like playing in silver, trying to outplay silver players with silver tricks. Instead of being like, hey, I want to play like a diamond player in silver and I want to respect them. So here I want to recall. Yes, I know I kill Vi, but I know that if Vi has a brain, she doesn't go on me. So because I know that if she doesn't go on me and I stay, I can't recall and I don't spend my gold. So why should I play in a silver game with a silver mindset when I want to get higher and I can play with a diamond mindset in a silver game, and slowly I'm going to get better than these guys because these guys have silver mindset. So I will always get an edge on them. So here, same thing with overextension. Like last time when you got the plate. And this is pretty big because this is laning phase. And if you have these mistakes in laning phase, you lose a lot more games. In this kind of cases, yes, if they are trying to do something here, you can hover, you can stop your recall, but usually if one, you're super low HP and you're not able to reliably help, or if you have a huge amount of gold, there are some situations, man, when I think you should just ignore them. Yes.
Just let them be stupid. They're gonna die anyway, I guess.
Yes, like the thing is, here, if you try to help them, you're gonna die with them. Yes, I agree with you. If you have like 300 gold here, or 600 gold here, or 900 gold here, and you have like half HP, and they're in a fight and you know you can influence it, I would stay. I would consider staying 100%. But when you're very low HP, or you have like 2k gold in inventory, when they do this kind of things, you can just consider to ignore them. And in this case, that's what I would personally do. Or just because here you're like, okay, but I can help. Really, with 2k gold in inventory, how strong are you? Okay, actually hit.
I have ult. I have ult, and so I'm like, I don't want to ult range the middle of the two of them, but I get a little anxious here and ult into the middle of them.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I just want vision. I'm thinking we can get all of them if someone just puts a damn ward down or Lux uses her E. So I just want someone to fucking get in that bush.
Okay.
Because we win that. Again, no one's using a damn ward.
Okay, good kiting, good kiting. Good kiting, good kiting. Good kiting on the left, dodging the nado. Good kiting, good Q. Good kiting, good kiting, good kiting. Good kiting. And then here is when you, let's see. Good, good, dead. Good. Why didn't you put the word in the brush?
I don't think I had one up, or maybe I did have one. Maybe I was more messed up here.
Yes,
Yeah, I
you
guess
have
I
two,
had the
right? You
word.
have a ping and the word.
Yeah.
Plus, if you really want it, you can just ulti here on Sona, kill Sona, and then kite like this. Where are they gonna go? Like, where are they gonna
Yeah.
jump? Because they're gonna jump like this, but you're here. So you can just cut them off if you really want it. Because just a bit, like here, a bit too greedy to just ulti into like three persons. Like, greedy for sure here. And then Varus.
Also, it's insane. Like the Lux, just like watch this Lux. Like she just like runs away at full HP.
So she hits Q. Look at this. And then she has no E now, and then she's trying to W. Yeah, she's trying W. So now she's nothing. So then she's backing off. So you see, she actually had no abilities there.
Maybe she just act like a meat shield. I don't know, or like auto, or do something like.
Yeah, but her auto do like 40 damage. So she could have played just a slightly closer to you here, not need to walk back off here. She could have just been here, but I don't think she could have played like insanely more aggressive. Because now without ability, look, she auto attacks. Okay, that's auto attack, but it's like 30 damage. So yeah. And then here, let's see. Okay, let's focus on you, right? So we have recall timings in the lane. We do have some. Okay, so let's see. When do we have to stay for plate? No, wave plus plate plus another wave based on that timers. Big. This is big. Okay. Plus we have some overextending because we know we are winning against enemy jungle, but we base our decision on enemy jungle being stupid instead of just recalling and taking the 100% reliable play and recall with 2k gold. Okay, because there he had like 1.8 gold. Okay, good. Guinsus, you're a big guy. Let's see. Okay, you push here, but then you see that there is happening something on the river. Is it good that you leave the wave? Absolutely. They are starting the Drake. This is good. You take this W, then you try to fight with them. Good, they are inside of the fight, so giving the bot wave is fine. Let's see, you Q, you kill them, and now after you kill them, let's see, bot wave. But if they are not really inside of a fight, we can go to bot wave. If they are inside of a fight, we can just stay with them. So let's see. At any given time when you leave your bot lane wave, you should like try to come back. But in this case, Amumu is in range for the Q, so obviously you're not just gonna ignore and go bot. This is a good play. This is a good play that you're following them. Again, remember the bot wave here. Following. She's inside of a fight, so bot wave can't be taken because we are inside of a fight. And then here you want to go to bot lane, but you see Amumu just engage, so you just decide to just stay with them. Good decision. And here nothing is happening, so you'd have to leave. You see this? You'd have to leave.
Start
and then they start
going,
farting
goes in again, yeah, and then he goes in.
I see. Yeah, the rule of thumb is to keep in mind like the bot wave, and if they don't fight for like 5-6 seconds already, you should start ignoring them and just go for the farm. Overall, you played it for quite fine there. Let's see, both laners are dead, so push the wave, take the tower, and recall. Perfect. Now we go to mid lane. The reason why we go to mid lane is because the bot wave is really far. So you're gonna go to mid lane. Okay, perfect. Let's see. So here, you're mid lane. What are the alternatives here in decision making for you in this specific situation, this specific case?
I could either rotate top to maybe collapse on the Gwen, do Rift Herald, or try to take mid tower or something.
True.
I think those are my three choices, probably.
Going on top lane, killing a Gwen when you're ready carry. I mean, you're not playing Blitzcrank, you're not support, so killing a Gwen is not really your decision. Plus, Gwen is like Illaoi, or like, it's just a champion that, okay, if you kill, but she's still gonna have damage in later stages. So you have, more realistically, you have mid tower, take the Herald, and obviously, if you want to protect the bot tower, you can also consider doing that. But you have 2 items and a half, so if you force a fight here because Amumu goes in, that's better. So you decide to go towards top.
I tried to actually decide to go into Herald. I think Herald's like the more free call.
Okay.
But then she kind of just like they both go on top. So the vibe was there.
So why do you think the Herald is more free than mid tower here?
Well, I didn't think that the Vi was gonna gank top, so I see our Mumu's bot. We have 4 bot. There's 2 of them bot, so it's or the Mumu's top. Sorry, Mumu's top. Sorry, wrong direction. There's 4 of us top basically, and we know there's 2 of them bot. So I feel like the freest objective is just the Herald.
I see, but what is the more rewarding play here? Mid tower or
the mid tower? The mid tower, because I mean the only reason you get to Herald is to get mid tower, right?
Exactly, and there are no plates here, so Herald is like iffy. So personally here, I would avoid going top lane because it's Gwen, and you have to stay melee if you wanna kill her. She has Reef Maker, like trying to kill Darius, Fiora, Gwen, Illaoi is like for an AD carry. So I would prefer you going for mid tower, going for Herald, or even just going back to bot lane. So here, tower I think is the correct decision making. Then you move top. Let's see, he's inside of a fight, so you decide to go there. That's fine. He died. Okay, the moment he dies right here, look what you're doing right now. What should you be doing?
Yeah, I guess running back to mid.
Exactly, run back to mid. You saw them here on top lane, no problem. Let me take the mid wave, let me take the tower, and if Amumu goes in, then I can consider going in. Yeah, but there is a difference if I let Amumu go in and then I follow, compared to, okay, let me engage because I play Kai'Sa. Yeah, but engage on Kai'Sa? Look at this. It's a bit forced. We had mid tower, we had Herald, anything but not this. I mean, again, this you're winning because you're really strong, but it's coin flip. This game you play like this, next game you play like this, and you won't have 10 kills. Like here, this happened and it was close when you had 12 kills. Next game, you're gonna have 5 kills, still a good game, but you're gonna die here because the decision is bad, and this decision only works with like 15 kills. So this is why you have to take the correct decision making ever. So let's see what you're gonna do here. Where are you gonna go right now? So you go to top. Okay, you go to mid. Good. Very good.
Yeah, I don't understand how how we're just not going in on that. Like they just kind of walked in our face. There's more people there.
Yeah, we have to have Varus ulti, a Mumu.
And then he just almost used randomly. I don't really know, but it's whatever. It is what it is. They kind of just run it down.
Then you go for the Herald. Okay, staying with your teammate at 3 items is good. Let's see what you're gonna do. You hover them. How much gold do you have? 1.4k gold.
Dragon's like up though.
True, but Drake wasn't really up right here. Right? Like the moment you finish the Herald, it just really doesn't feel like you're paying attention to how much gold you have. Like now you have 1.4k gold. You have Nashortooth. You should press B. Right here, press B. The only reason why you would not recall is if you press tab and you see the Drake is in like 10 seconds, I would cancel my recall. Or if they start the fight right when you recall and you have enough HP, I would stop recalling, even when you have the item in base. But here, none of these situations are here. Plus, remember you have a lot of movements between base and you have the portal, so it's not like you're gonna be really fast here. Look, Varus recalls. Like this is a lot autopilot decision making. Like we don't have a reason to stay here. And I think you're gonna fight with 1.5k gold. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because you're not gonna recall here. So these things are definitely gonna hold you back. Let's see. So here he's gonna have Nashortooth and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see if it's gonna matter here. Okay. Died. W. But here you also don't have like full HP. You ulti, you have R. You have flash. Good flash. And then we're just gonna lose this. Were you full HP when the fight started? I think not, right? Yeah, look at this. Like,
I'm 3/4 HP.
Exactly. Speak.
But again, I feel like just the Varus doesn't do anything here. He just kind of Qs. He's playing full AD Varus and just like only using Q. I'm very confused as to what's going on with him, but that's okay.
Yeah, because you see, this Varus is a silver player. He deserves silver. But from you, I have higher expectations than just a silver player. So this is why I'm more concerned with your decision making when you play it than him. Because he's silver 3. I mean, what am I going to expect? Challenger decision making?
I mean, so I'm silver 3 too. That was
True.
the part. So
But you have potential. You have potential. He doesn't.
I'm the same as him.
Yeah, because you see that you're not recalling your autopilot, like your decision making. You're going top lane instead of taking mid tower, and you're trying to gain Gwen. Then in the laning phase, we're greeting a lot for plays. And realistically speaking, also the CS advantage. You're so much better than this Jhin mechanically, but it doesn't matter. You're 9 CS up, and you completely smashed him in the lane. Why? It's because we overextended so much for the plate that when you took the plate and the wave, you lost another plate for it, and you lost two waves.
Yeah.
So technically you won. Practically, you also gave something back to him. Like, I would prefer you to get a plate and like Jhin takes nothing compared to let me take 3 plates, but he also takes 2 plates and 1 wave. Okay, bro, but don't give him anything. Just be clean. So I think this is what we need to work on. Decision making, wave management, not being autopilot, paying attention to how much gold you need for an item, not rotating to like unnecessary lanes when you shouldn't rotate. Overall, your mechanics are good. I like the exhaust. I like how you play the lane. Level 1, you had that goofy moment where you try to play for zoning against a Jhin, which is not exactly the best thing in the world. And there is one more thing here. Let's see this fight. They do have a good team composition. Sonny played good, then ulti over the wall here. Okay, so you choke a bit here. You know that you can ulti over the wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because here, look at this. Like you auto attack him. You should auto attack it now. Ulti over the wall, ulti over the wall, ulti over the wall. Because this is big, because if you have flash against Vi, fights are significantly easier.
No, that was a bad ult.
So,
I thought I could burst him down.
oh yeah, I forgot about the ult usage. That is also something that we need to worry about. Like this ulti right here in the middle and onward, and that ulti right here as well. You see, these are things that you need to have a learning objective when you play the game. Clear learning objective. Okay, next 20 games, I'm gonna go into game and I'm gonna use my ulti perfectly. What does it mean? Always max range, never face check, never go in for people. Only this thing. The next game, that doesn't mean I'm not farming or I'm not focusing on helping my teammates. No, you play the game normally, but you have a strong focus on your ulti usage. You do that 25 games. Then the next 25 games, you're doing okay. These 25 games, I'm gonna make sure I don't greed like a noob for plates. I'm only gonna get plates when I know it's safe and I know I'm not giving 10 more plates to the enemy. And you work on that 25 games. And the next 25 games, you work on something else. And you have clear objective. It's easier to improve like this compared to, did I win? No. Fuck, I'm not improving. I mean, this is a 5v5 game. If you don't win, that doesn't mean you're not improving. Sometimes you're improving and you don't win. So we can maybe play like a live game right now. So we can do the live game, also like a VOD review for that. Because I really want to see you live and I want to guide you. Another thing that I would say here, because you flashed on the Jhin on mid lane. I don't know if it's now. Did it happen? Here, this flash is like, oof. Yes, you kill him, but I mean, he's so useless compared to like Jhin to his teammates is someone. You to your teammates, you're a god. You are more. Your flash is more important than his like body
Life.
being alive.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you are like the father of the family. Like your team has no food without you. But Jhin is like, I mean, okay, he's important, but I mean, he's not. Vi is gonna carry. Don't worry if Jhin is not gonna carry. So here, that's why I don't like you using flash for him. You have to ask yourself, is it worth it? And I would use flash in the late game with an AD carry when I have 4 items, maybe for a shutdown. But otherwise, having the flash against Vi is crucial. Crucial. Because now, if you have flash next fight, and I already saw this. Like here, if we have flash. Like here, it's so much easier. Let's see. And you know that it's so much easier because it's Vi, so look at this. Now if you're ulting,
Good. Imagine you have flash here. You can just kite forever and she's gonna die. Like a lot faster. And she's gonna die for sure there. Okay, so wasting the flash is also something that we need to worry about. So these are clear things that you can do better, and this is what you need to work on like in the next games to do better. But I'm gonna make you a list with the things from A to B to C to D. So what do you think we should do a live game? Should we do another VOD? What do you think?
We could try a live game.
Let's do a live. Let's do a live.
Yeah, you could see like my actual decision making in the game.
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
For those of you who are struggling winning and climbing in solo queue but are serious about getting better, I also do coaching for players that want to improve and get their gameplay to the next level. Coaching can't make you better if you just play normals and ARMs and don't like playing ranked, or you don't care about improving, you just play for fun, or let's say you just play the game for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per week, and that's about it. Coaching doesn't help you. Coaching can help you if you feel hard stuck, if you struggle carrying games, if you want to stop wasting time autopiloting and not learning anything, if you run into a circle for a long time, if you want to find out the mistakes that hold you back, or simply maybe you have problems with the wave management, maybe you feel lost throughout the mid game, maybe you struggle with the decision making, macro, and you just want to learn how to do it properly from a professional coach. Or let's say you have difficulties checking the enemy jungle and you die a lot to ganks. Or simply maybe you just want to learn how to carry 1 versus 9 so you can actually climb and stop really wasting time. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and book your own coaching now and start improving instantly. I'll see you in the session.